And a very pleasant good evening from the campus of Eagles Landing Christian. Another night of Whitefield baseball for you on the Wolfpack Sports Network. It's the visiting pack against the home standing Chargers. Game 2 of a 3-game series. It started last night up in Smyrna. The pack took game 1. The pack have a 2-game lead in their pursuit of a back-to-back region title. 2 more pitches for the starting pitcher, Christian White, and we'll be ready to get underway. For the Wolfpack, to lead off the top of the first inning will be Cole Peterson, Taylor Craig, and Caleb LaValle. A beautiful evening. Sun setting to our left. Thank you for being with us. Made the drive all the way down to McDonough today.
Back for the Wolfpack, number 10, Peterson.
Cole Peterson steps up to the plate to lead off the game. The pack trying to stay strong, having won 8 of their last 9 games. Christian White starting out of the windup. And we're underway with a ground ball to third base. Foul. 0-1 count to Peterson. The pack got behind early yesterday, giving up a few runs in the first. Here's the 0-1. 1-1. Came back, had a big 5th inning. Put the pack on top, and they kept it that way through the end of the game. Here's the 1-1 from White. Fouled back to the right off the screen. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Defensively, for Eagles Landing across the outfield, left to right, Gordon, Hood, and Estes. Around the infield, third to first, Basco, Jackson, Roby, Clark. Waters behind the plate. Christian White on the mound. 1-2 pitch on the way. Low, 2-2. We had simultaneous starts to 2 games. Here's the 3-2. Fouled over into the lacrosse field and out of play. We are probably going to see that a lot tonight. We've got lacrosse happening right behind us, baseball happening right in front of us. The 2 will exchange their respective balls throughout the evening. Full count to Cole Peterson. Strike 3 called on the inside corner. That'll bring up Taylor Craig. Taylor getting the start at designated hitter today.
Now batting for the Wolfpack, number 24, Quentin.
Taylor stands in, the number 2 man for the pack. Checks his swing, no go, 1 ball, no strikes. They're going to appeal down to first base and still no swings. Two 2-0 after the ball in the dirt. Caleb LaValle waiting on deck. We'll walk through the rest of the order for the pack. Cooper Craig, then Wesley Calloway, Ryan McClellan catching, Nick Olson and Parker Ladd rounding out the order. Christian White out of the windup. Here's the pitch. Low, 3-0. 3 balls, no strikes. 1 out, top of the first. Here's the 3-ball pitch. In there for a strike, 3-1. Defense playing Taylor pretty much straight up. Here's the 3-1. Outside, ball 4. That puts a runner on first. 1 out for Caleb LaValle.
Number 1, LaValle.
Caleb and Taylor Craig down at first base getting their signs from head coach Mike Shaheen at third. White out of the stretch. Here's the pitch. Outside, ball gets away. Down to second base goes Taylor Craig. He got a late start, but the ball caromed a little bit away from the catcher Waters. And down to second goes Taylor. A 1-ball count to Caleb LaValle. Taylor Craig down at second. One out here in the top of the first. Set at the belt is White. Here's the pitch. Line drive into right center field. That's a base hit. That will score Taylor Craig from second base. Heading to second is LaValle. He will make it standing. It's a 1-0 lead for the Wolfpack here in the top half of the first inning.
Now to bat number 8, Walker.
Colin Walker, the lefty, steps up to the plate with a runner at second base. Craig and LaValle traded places after the RBI double from Caleb LaValle. Cooper Craig moves on deck, and there'll be a conversation at the mound with the runner on second base. All right, Waters back in position. Christian White has his sign. Here's the first pitch. Low, good stop by Waters behind the plate. One ball, no strikes. Here's the pitch. Low and in, 2-0. Timeout called. Conversation happening between the field umpire and the Pack head coach. They're pointing over towards the Whitefield dugout. Not sure what this conversation is about. The field umpire looking at something very specific over towards the Whitefield dugout. Somebody needed to move. Don't know who, don't know why. That seemed to satisfy the official out beside second base. All right, everybody's ready to go now. It's a 2-ball count to Conlon Walker with 1 out. Here's the pitch. Ground ball to second. Short hop, 8 up the second baseman. Not in time is the throw. Down to third base goes Caleb LaValle. Runners at the corners with 1 out after the error.
Now to bat number 22, Craig.
Now Cooper Craig, the younger Craig, had a walk a couple of batters ago. Now the senior Craig steps up to the plate with an RBI chance, man in scoring position at third. Conlon Walker at first. Here's the first pitch to Coop. Swing and a miss on the outside corner. 0-1. LaValle down at third. Middle infield hoping to turn 2 and get out of this inning. Throw goes over to first. Not in time. The Chargers expecting some action on the base paths. We'll see if Whitefield has any action with a 1-0 count. Nobody going. Now he goes down to second base. Throw cut off by the pitcher on a design play. No bite from Caleb LaValle. That'll go as a stolen base for Conlon Walker. So a delayed steal from Walker takes second. Remaining at third is Caleb LaValle. 2 men in scoring position now with 1 out, 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss, 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes. The Pack up 1 early in the first. Here's the 1-2 from Christian White. Fouled away on a pitch a little outside. Staying alive is Cooper Craig, 1-2. Wesley Calloway waiting on deck. One ball, two strikes, one out. Minute second and third. Here's the pitch. Tipped into the glove, strike three, two down. Those two strikeouts in the inning for Christian White. And Wesley Calloway steps up to the plate. A base hit could score two. Let's see if Wesley can hit the ball hard somewhere. Swing and a miss at the first one, 0-1. One hit in the inning. That was the RBI double from Caleb LaValle. Swing and a miss, strike two. Wesley behind in the count, no balls, two strikes. Steps back in, taps the plate. Christian White looking for his third strikeout of the inning. Foul tipped, unable to be held, and the count remains 0-2. No balls, two strikes. White climbs the mound, looks in for a sign. Calloway awaiting. White set at the chest. Here's the pitch. Fouled off to the right. Count remains 0-2. Should Calloway find a way to get on base, Ryan McClellan waiting to hit next. Timeout call to the plate by Calloway, granted by the home plate umpire. Everybody ready to go now. 0-2. Just off the plate, 1-2. Not a bad idea if you're White there, trying to get a chase. One ball, two strikes. Low and away, 2-2. From 0-2 to 2-2. Calloway climbing back into the count. Here's the 2-2. Right down Broadway, strike three. Three strikeouts in the inning, but between those strikeouts was a run on one hit and an error. 2 men left. We head to the bottom half of the first. The Pack up 1. Moving to the bottom half of the first inning, Eagles Landing with their first opportunity at the plate coming up. They'll have Chase Jackson, Hunter Waters, and Christian White. Leading off the bottom half of the first inning, throw goes down to second base from Ryan McClellan. Nate Jones pitching for the Pack. Braden May with a much-deserved day off following his complete game yesterday. Ran into a little trouble early, but absolutely shut him down. In fact, at one point, he had 6 consecutive strikeouts in yesterday's game. But tonight, Nate Jones toes the rubber out of the windup. Here's the first pitch to Chase Jackson. Line drive down the line, but foul. Hard hit ball from Jackson leading off the bottom half of the first. Here's the 0-1 from Jones. Line drive right to Wesley Callaway and right through the glove. Squirts over into left field into foul territory. Jackson rounded first, thought about second. Stays at first base. That was a hard hit ball, but that's a tough error.
Now batting number 8, Hunter Waters.
The leadoff man is on for Hunter Waters.
Shake it off, let's go.
Catcher Waters stands in with Jackson at first base. Popped up in the infield. Parker Ladd drifting out. He says he's got it. Settles into the glove, 1 down.
Now batting number 2, Christian White.
The pitcher, Christian White, comes to the plate with an opportunity to help his own cause. Jones takes the sign out of the stretch. Throw goes over to first. Back in time is Jackson. Pack up 1 in the bottom of the first. Here's the pitch, runner going. Ball's in the dirt, throw goes down to second base. Not nearly in time as Jackson easily steals second. Puts a runner in scoring position with 1 down as Christian White prepares to continue his at-bat up a ball. Jones steps off, retoes the rubber, looks in for a sign. He's got it. Set at the letters. Here's the 1-ball pitch. Little bunt. Fielded on a hop, unable to be corralled. Throw goes down to third base, and the ball gets away. The run will score, and the runner goes to second base. We're all tied up. Throw goes back to second, behind the runner. He gets him at second base.
Now batting for the Chargers, number 10, Cam Estes.
So White reaches base on the fielder's choice. The error scores Jackson. White moves to second on the fielder's choice and the error. Drifts a little too far off the bag. Callaway throws behind the runner at second base to get White there. And after all of that, it's a tie game, 2 outs. And Cam Estes is up to the plate, the right fielder. And he's up 2 balls, no strikes. What a wacky series of events that was. Two balls, no strikes, 2 outs. Here's the pitch from Jones. Ground ball through the hole for a base hit. Makes that out at second a moment ago huge, as that could have scored a run.
Now to bat number 7.
Instead, the game is still tied, and Colton Hood comes to the plate with the runner at first and 2 outs. The first pitch to him is low and in. Nate Jones wanted an appeal, didn't get it. Hood has a 1-ball count. Throw goes over to first. Back in time is Estes. One ball, no strikes. Here's the pitch. Ground ball to first. Easy play for the first baseman, Olson. He steps on the bag, and down go the Chargers. But they scored 1 at the end of 1 inning. It's all tied up, 1 apiece. Head to the top of the second. Ryan McClellan stands in to lead off.
Now batting number 19, McCollum.
McClellan, Nick Olson, and Parker Ladd. Here's the first pitch from Christian White. Low for a ball, 1-0. There's a strike, 1-1. One ball, one strike. Ryan McClellan leading off the top half of the second. Game's all square at 1. He's got a 2-1 count. Nick Olson waiting in the on-deck circle. The Chargers defense playing McClellan slightly the other way. And right to the center fielder, who was playing just the other way, gets a can of corn. A nice whack by McClellan, played perfectly by the defense and Hood, and there's one down. First baseman Nick Olson to the plate. Cloud of chalk and dust swirling around home plate. And now they're coming to check on Christian White, maybe an issue with a finger. He's shaking his finger out on the mound. Coach is coming out to check, the infield in there. Home plate umpire observing the conversation. Like he'll continue. All right, it's nobody on, 1 out. Here's the first pitch. Low to Olson, 1 ball. Parker Ladd waiting to hit next. 2-0. 2 balls, no strikes. 3-0. Out of the windup is White. Here's the 3-0 pitch. Ball 4. Olson down to first on the walk. Parker Ladd coming up to the plate.
Now batting for the Wolfpack, number 21, Ladd.
Parker Ladd had a big double yesterday in the rally inning for the Pack. He drove in a run from first base in that inning. Let's see what he can do with a runner at first here. First pitch is in the dirt. Down to second goes Olson. Here's the throw. It'll be in time. Did he get the tag? He did. And there are 2 down. Nice play by Waters. The ball got away from him, but he got to it quickly, threw down to second to cut down Nick Olson. Here's the 1-ball pitch. Popped up, over the net, and onto the neighboring track. So far, baseballs to the lacrosse field are 2. Lacrosse balls over here are 0. 2 strikes to Parker Ladd. He's got a 1-2 count. 2 outs. Cole Peterson hoping to get a chance to hit in this inning. Here's the 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 1-2-3 go the Pack in the top half of the second. A walk issue to Nick Olson, but he was cut down stealing. And we head to the bottom half of the inning, still 1-1. Final warm-up pitch from Nate Jones is delivered. The throw goes down to second. The infield gives some glove pounds to each other around the mound. McClellan heads back to the plate. And the first baseman, Michael Clark, set to lead off the bottom half of the second. In a 1-1 game.
Now batting for the Chargers, number 22, Michael Clark.
Shadows moving across the field here at Eagles Landing. Here's the first pitch to Clark. In there for a strike, 0-1. Oh, 0-1 to Clark. In there for a strike, 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. From Nate Jones to Michael Clark. Ground ball to short. Peterson has it, bobbles it, throws it, still in time, 1 down. Nice job by Cole at shortstop to corral that after it squirted around a little bit. Made a strong throw to first base to record the out. Miles Gordon stepped to the plate with nobody on and 1 out. Nate Jones continues out of the windup. Gordon shortened a bunt, takes a strike, it's 0-1. No balls and a strike. Inside, 1-1. Hunter Basco waiting on deck. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Foul tipped, strike 2. Catcher's interference is called, and down to first goes Miles Gordon. So runner at first base on the catcher's interference.
Down to bat number 1, Hunter Basco.
That counts as an error for McClellan. Hunter Basco stands in, third baseman. He's got a runner at first and 1 down, which moves Lucas Roby out on deck. Here's the first pitch. Strike on the outside corner, 0-1. Timeout called at the plate. Throw over to first base. Close play, but back in time is Miles Gordon. Gordon tosses away his batting gloves to the first base coach. Takes his lead off first. Back again, he got him. Picked off. Miles Gordon was mid-step, trying to get his lead when the throw went over. Kind of took a false step on the way back. The throw just got him. So no balls and a strike to Hunter Basco. Outside, 1-1. 2 outs now. One ball, 1 strike. Here's the pitch. Foul tipped, 1-2. Nate Jones looking for a 1-2-3 inning. Jones has his sign. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. Way outside, 2-2. Oh, and that one got McClellan pretty good. Head coach Mike Shaheen coming out to check on McClellan. Charlie Baxter coming out with some water. Jones heads back out to the mound as we give McClellan a little breather. Ryan will be all right. He's staying in the game. So we'll resume with a 2-2 count and 2 outs. Jones looking for his first 1-2-3 inning. Here's the 2-2 delivery. Swing and a miss, ball's in the dirt. The throw will have to go down to first base. It does, and that'll do it for the Chargers as we play 2. It's all tied up, 1-1. To the top of the third we go, into the top of the order.
Now to
Go to the
bat
pack.
for the pack, number 10, Peterson.
Let's go, CP.
Cole Peterson leads off for the second time. He struck out looking to lead off the game. It's a 1-1 ball game here in the third. Swing and a miss, strike one. Both teams scored 1 run in the first inning. Both teams went down 1-2-3 in the second. Here's the pitch to Peterson. Ground ball to third. Bobbled. Throw goes to first. And throw goes away. Peterson goes to second base as the throw skips away from the first baseman.
Now batting number 24, Craig.
The leadoff man Peterson starts at second base with nobody out. Taylor Craig walked, and he has been the only man across the plate so far for the Pack. Peterson takes his lead off of second base. Out of the stretch is Christian White. Here's the pitch. In there for a strike, 0-1. That's a strike that Charger faithful has been asking for. No balls and a strike. The Taylor Craig. Here's the pitch. Fly ball, left field. Gordon's under it. He's got it. Then there's one down. That brings up Caleb LaValle.
Stay hot, one.
Number 1, LaValle.
Caleb LaValle stands in for his second time. He doubled his first time up, had an RBI on that double. That was Taylor Craig coming in to score. Here's the first pitch to Caleb. Line drive into center field. Caught on the fly. Peterson was halfway, hoping the ball would fall. It did not. He retreats to second base, and there are two down.
Now batting number 8, Walker.
Can't hit the ball much harder than Caleb did right there, but right to the center fielder Hood. And now Conlon is the last opportunity for the Pack to get that man in from second base. Two down. Walker hits the ball to right field. Over is Estes. He's got it near the line. 3 flyouts after the leadoff man gets on base. We head to the bottom half of the third inning. It's still 1-1. All right, here we go. Throw goes down to second from Ryan McClellan. Nate Jones is ready to set, ready to start the bottom half of the third. Lucas Roby leading off, the number 9 hitter for the Chargers. On deck is the leadoff man, Chase Jackson. Here's the first pitch to Roby. Outside for a ball. Here's the 1-0. 1-1. One ball, one strike. Here's the pitch from Jones. Outside, 2-1. Two and one. Did he tip that? Yeah. 3-1. So they're gonna ask about it. It looked to me like the ball went off the face mask. There was definitely a clack. Went off the face mask of McClellan. The question is, did it hit the bat too? They're going to talk about it. So they're switching it to a strike, either because of a swing or because it tipped the bat. Either way, 2 balls, 2 strikes to Roby leading off the 3rd inning. Here's the 2-2. Down swinging goes Roby. And there's 1 out. 2nd strikeout of the night for Nate Jones.
Now to bat number 3, Chase Jackson.
Chase Jackson, the leadoff man. He hit the ball really hard his first time up. First one was foul. The second one ate up Wesley Callaway at 3rd base. Here's the first pitch to him. Another opportunity for Callaway, but foul. No balls and a strike, 1 out. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, 0-2. Jackson is the man who scored for the Chargers in the first. He's down 0-2 right here. Way low and outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. One-two count, 1 out. Base is clear. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Throw's got to go down to first, and there are 2 down. Brings up Hunter Waters with 2 down.
Now to bat number 8, Hunter Waters.
Waters popped out his first time up. He's up with 2 outs here, takes a strike, 0-1. Here's the 0-1. High, 1-1. One ball, 1 strike. Nate Jones in his 3rd inning of work, looking for his second 1-2-3 inning. Swing and a miss, strike 2. He's 1 strike away from getting it. And 1 strike away from striking out the side if he can get Hunter Waters here. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The wind and the delivery. Popped up in the infield, straddling the line as Callaway, moving into fair territory, makes the catch. And 3 up, 3 down, go the Chargers. We head to the 4th, still 1-1. All right, we're ready for the fourth inning.
Now
Cooper
batting
Craig
for
leading
Wolfpack,
off
number
for the pack.
22, Craig.
Cooper struck out his first time up. Wesley Calloway moving into the on-deck circle. Ryan McClellan scheduled to hit third. Christian White starting his fourth inning of work. A well-pitched game from both sides so far. First pitch is in there for a strike 0-1.
1 you twos.
Here's the 0-1 to Coop. Fly ball down the right field line and foul. Not a bad idea, trying to go the other way. It's behind in the count, 0-2. Here's the pitch. Fouled back off the screen. Count remains 0-2. Here's the pitch. Did he go around? They'll appeal down to first base. He did. And down goes Cooper Craig on strikes. Brings up Wesley Calloway with one down.
Now at the bat, number 15, Calloway.
Calloway struck out his first time up. Line drive down the line and foul. Coach Shaheen doing his best salesman job down the third base line. But it was foul. Hit the ball hard. Just a little out in front of that one. 0-1. Ground ball to short. Jackson charges, throws off balance. Nice play. Brings up the catcher, Ryan McClellan. Pack looking for their first hit since the third batter of the game. As we sit here in the fourth. McClellan takes the first one high, 1 ball. Just a beautiful evening for baseball. Much better weather than we've seen over the last week or so when we've dealt with rain and cold and wind. 2-0 to McClellan. Mid-70s tonight, gentle breeze, 2-1. Sun setting behind the trees. Beautiful night for baseball. We're glad to have you with us tonight. 2-2. Christian White fought back into the count after being down 2-0. Now it's 2-2. 2 outs. Nick Olson waiting on deck. Way outside with the next one, full count. McClellan flew out to center his first time up. Now he waits the payoff pitch. Ground ball to second. Roby takes it off the chest, corrals the ball, throws to first, and that'll do it for the Pack. Down in order they go. We head to the bottom half of the fourth. It's still 1-1.
Christian White.
We head to the bottom half of the fourth inning, still 1-1. Both runs scored in the first inning. Nate Jones begins his fourth inning of work. Both Nate Jones and Christian White pitching great games today for their respective teams. First pitch is outside to Christian White. 1 ball. Happening behind us is senior night for lacrosse for ELCA. Congratulations to the seniors here at Eagles Landing, and for the pack as well as the seniors here on the baseball field, looking to capture their second straight region title. 1 ball, 1 strike count. Here's the pitch. Cued it off the end of the bat. Foul, 1-2. Last year the pack had no seniors at all. So the seniors this year were the senior statesmen, if you will, last year as juniors for the baseball team. When I got to talk to them last week, every single one of them said their favorite memory was winning region last year. They're hoping to do the same thing this year. They've got to go through the Chargers here and then Landmark next week. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Pack have a 2-game lead currently in the region standings. Nate Jones didn't like that baseball, so he gets a different one. Two balls, 2 strikes to Christian White, the pitcher leading off for ELCA. Out of the wind is Jones. Here's the pitch. Fly ball, short left field. It'll stay in play. Will it stay in fair territory? It does, and caught by Caleb LaValle in left field. 1 down. That'll bring up Cam Estes. Cam, the starting pitcher yesterday for the Chargers, pitched a good game. So far, 2 great games between these 2 squads on 2 consecutive days. Here's the first pitch to him. Breaking ball for a strike, 0-1. No balls, 1 strike. 1 out. Ground ball to short. Peterson takes it on 2 hops, throws over to first. No call and safe. So Coach Shaheen's going to ask what was wrong with that. I guess Olson was off the bag at first.
Now batting for Chargers, number 7, Colton Hood.
So down to first goes Cam Estes. Colton Hood stands in now with 1 out, runner at first. Throw goes over to first base. Back in time easily is Estes. Here's the first pitch. Ground ball to short. Opportunity to turn 2. The flip to short. Throw to first. Not in time at first base. But a nice play by Parker Ladd and Cole Peterson up the middle to get the force at second. Colton Hood reaches first base on the fielder's choice. Estes retired at second base. Michael Clark steps up to the plate. Two outs. Here's the first pitch. Oh. That plunked Michael Clark on the arm. He's going to head down to first base. Down to second is Colton Hood. To first base is Michael Clark. Now Miles Gordon with a chance to put ELCA out on front with a base hit here. Nate Jones looking to shut down the Chargers and prevent them from scoring in the third straight inning. The runner at second base, there'll be a conversation between Ryan McClellan and Nate Jones. Make sure they're on the same page in regards to signs and pitching sequence. Gordon reached on an error his first time up. And he was picked off. First pitch is in there for a strike 0-1. No balls, 1 strike. 2 outs, runners at first and second. The pickoff goes to second base. Back in time is Colton Hood. No balls and a strike. Tie game in the bottom of the fourth, 2 outs. The runner at second is Colton Hood. The runner at first is Michael Clark. Hunter Basco waiting in the on-deck circle. Timeout called, and we're going to get a visit to the mound from the Whitefield dugout. Head coach Mike Shaheen having a conversation with Nate Jones and Ryan McClellan on the mound. That conversation has ended. Back to the dugout goes Shaheen. Back to the plate goes McClellan. And Nate Jones ready to roll when everyone's set at the plate. No balls and a strike. 2 outs. 2 runners on. Fake to second. No action. Everybody gets reset again. Here's the 0-1. Runners going. Ball's in the dirt, blocked by Ryan McClellan to prevent a second runner from advancing, but the lead runner goes to third on the stolen base. That's Colton Hood at third, and Michael Clark remains at first. A 1-1 count to Miles Gordon. Jones toes the rubber, has his sign. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Bunt attempt was fouled back, 1-2. It's a nice attempt to catch the Pack defense off guard. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Runners at first and third, still a tie game at 1. Nate Jones looking to retire the side without giving up a run. Here's the pitch. Strike 3 called. Stranding 2 runners is ELCA. We head to the 5th inning. It's all tied up 1-1. To the 5th inning we go. All tied up at 1 run apiece. Both runs scored in the first inning. Just a tremendous pitching effort from Christian White and Nick Jones. Nick Olson comes to the plate, the first baseman, leading off the 5th inning. Parker Ladd on deck. Here's the pitch. In there for a strike, 0-1. White has struck out 4. Nate Jones has struck out 4. Here's the 0-1. Strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes. Leading off the 5th. Here's the pitch. Low and away. 1-2. 1-2 pitch. Just off the plate, 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes to Nick Olson leading off the 5th. Low and away, 3-2. So full count to the leadoff man. Parker Ladd on deck. Cole Peterson in the hole. Strike 3 goes right down the middle. Nick Olson goes down on strikes. Brings up Parker Ladd. 5th strikeout for the night for White. Parker Ladd struck out his first time up. One ball. I shorted White a strikeout. That was his 6th strikeout of the night. White out of the windup. Here's the 1-0. Popped up. It might stay in play. Over to get it is Basco. He's got it, and there are 2 down.
Now batting number 10, Peterson.
Cole Peterson up for the 3rd time. He struck out in the 1st, reached on an error in the 3rd. Now he bats in the 5th with 2 down. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a miss. Oh, 1. High, 1-1. One ball, 1 strike. 2-1. Should Peterson reach, Taylor Craig would hit next. 2-2 after the strike on the fastball in the outside corner. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Top of the 5th. Here's the 2-2. Fly ball into right field. Estes under it. He's got it. 3 up, 3 down go the Pack. We head to the bottom half of the 5th inning. It's still 1-1. To the bottom of the 5th we go. Hunter Basco, Lucas Roby, and Chase Jackson. First 3 up for ELCA. Nate Jones climbs the mound for his 5th inning of work.
Now up to bat for the Chargers, number 1, Hunter Vasco.
The lights just turned on here at Eagles Landing as we fade into the night. Here's the wind in the first pitch of the 5th. A bunt right back to Jones on the mound. Throw to first and 1 down. That'll bring up the second baseman, Roby.
Now up to bat, number 4, Lucas Roby.
Roby struck out in the 3rd. This is his 2nd time at the plate. After Roby will be Chase Jackson, beginning the 3rd time through the order. Here's the 1-ball pitch. On the corner, 1-1. One down in the bottom of the 5th. Attempted bunt, it gets fouled back, 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes, 1 down. Bottom of the 5th. Here's the pitch from Jones. Fouled off the end of the bat. Count remains 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes. The wind from Jones and the delivery. Fly ball into deep left center. Unable to get it is LaValle. It goes to the wall. Colin Walker goes to grab it. Around second is the runner. He's headed to third. Here comes the throw in. He is safe. That's a 1-out triple for Lucas Roby. Now Nate Jones in a 1-out jam as they turn the lineup over, and Chase Jackson comes to the plate for the 3rd time. Jackson is the lone man to score for the Chargers so far in this one.
Chase Jackson.
In at the corners is the Whitefield defense. Here's the first pitch. Outside, 1 ball. Ladd's in about halfway at second. Peterson a little deeper in short. Here's the 1-ball pitch. Fouled off the screen, 1-1. Still a 1-1 game. The Chargers trying to change that here. The Pack trying to preserve the tie game into the 6th, but they've got some work to do. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Outside, 2-1. That was the first hit for Eagles Landing since the 1st inning. 2 balls and a strike. Outside, 3-1. 3 balls, 1 strike. The runner at third is Lucas Roby. Jackson at the plate. Hunter Waters on deck. Here's the 3-1. Little dribbler to the mound. And Jones is going to run over to first base and get the out. The run scores. Eagles Landing up 2-1, but a nice play by Nate Jones to corral the ball and head over to first base to prevent any further damage. And there are 2 down.
Now batting number 8, Hunter Waters.
RBI ground out for Chase Jackson, and Hunter Waters up with the bases clear and 2 down. First pitch to him is high. Here's the 1-0. Just off the plate, 2-0. Foul ball, 2-1. The pitcher, Christian White, out on deck. He's ready to hit if Hunter Waters gets on base with 2 outs. Here's the pitch. Inside, 3-1. 3 balls, 1 strike. 2 outs in the 5th. Three and 2. Three balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Pack down 1, bottom of the 5th. Swing and a miss. The throw will need to go down to first base. It does. And the Packer out of the inning with no further damage. 1 run on 1 hit. It was a triple, then an RBI ground out. We head to the 6th inning. The Pack with some work to do, down 1. We head to the 6th inning. The Whitefield Wolfpack down 2-1. Throw goes down to second base. ELCA got to Nate Jones in the bottom half of the 5th for the first time since the 1st. Let's see if the Pack can do the same thing to Christian White here in the top half of the 6th. Taylor Craig stands in for the 3rd time. He walked and scored in the 1st, the only man to touch the plate for the Pack. Out of the windup is Christian White. Here's the first pitch to Craig. Line drive into right field. Estes on the run. He's got it, 1 down. A good whack by Taylor, but caught on the run by Estes. Some good outfield play by ELCA tonight. Caleb LaValle up for the 3rd time. He doubled back in the 1st with that RBI. Line drive into the corner. That's a base hit. That's at least 1. Caleb's rounding first. He's coming into second. Throws coming into second base. Cut off. And a second double of the day for Caleb LaValle. Puts a runner at second base. 1 out for Conlon Walker.
Now batting number 8, Walker.
the potential tying run at second base. Conlon with an RBI opportunity. Here's the first pitch to him. It's in the dirt. The ball gets away. To third base goes Caleb LaValle without a throw on the wild pitch. Now just 90 feet away is the tying run. Infield's coming in for ELCA. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Ground ball to first. Fielded by the first baseman. And a tag made. There are 2 down. Clark and Walker collided in the middle of the first baseline. And there are 2 down. So Cole Long stands up to the plate, pitch hitting for Cooper Craig. First pitch is low, 1-0. 1-0 pitch in the dirt. Nice stop behind the plate by Waters. That one's low, 3-0.
Let's go, Big Mike! Let's go, Cole.
3 balls, no strikes. Cole Long at the plate. 2 down, the potential tying run at third base. Here's the pitch. In there for a strike, 3-1.
All right, come on back, Smokey. Come all the way back.
LaValle takes his lead off of third base. Here's the pitch. Popped up, left side, and out of play. That makes the count full, 3-2. Should Cole Long find a way to get on base, Wesley Callaway would hit next.
Here we go, Cole.
Big run down at third. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Here's the payoff from White. Grounder to second. Fielded by Roby. He can't get a handle on it, and we have a tie game. So Callaway comes up with a tie game once again. It's 2-2 in the 6th. Cole Long at first base. Here's the pitch. Low and away, Long headed down to second, and the tag will be applied. And that'll do it for the Pack in the top half of the 6th. They score 1, retie the ball game, and we head to the bottom half of the inning. It's 2-2. Cooper Craig re-entered the game on defense. He remains in right field. Nate Jones remains on the mound in a 2-2 game in the bottom half of the 6th inning. Christian White at the plate for the 3rd time. Here's the first pitch to him. In the dirt, 1 ball. Another great game between these two teams, 2nd day in a row. This one's tight late, all tied up. 1 run for each team in the first. Here's the 1-0. Line drive in center field. Caught on the fly by Colin Walker in center. And there's 1 down. That'll bring up Cam Estes. So a run for each team in the first. ELCA got 1 in the bottom half of the 5th. And then Whitefield struck back with 1 in the top of the 6th. ELCA's back up in the bottom half of the 6th here with 1 down. Here's the first pitch to Estes. Little high, 1 ball. Here's the 1-0. Strike, 1-1. One ball, 1 strike. Here's the delivery. Swing and a miss on a breaking ball, 1-2. Whitefield defense playing SD slightly to pull in the outfield. Pretty much straight up in the infield. Parker Ladd a little bit over into the hole to the right side. Callaway pretty far off the line at 3rd. Here's the 1-2, not delivered. Timeout was called. I think the coach at 3rd base wants to know what's going on. Time is called. So the 3rd base coach is basically saying that, hey, if time wasn't called, you can't fake a delivery. Umpire says that nothing nefarious was going on. So they're going to have a discussion about it. Home plate umpire puts his mask back on, is headed back to home plate. Meanwhile, Ryan McClellan headed out to the mound. Once everyone's ready to go, it'll be a 1-2 count to Cam Estes with 1 down in the bottom half of the 6th. All right, out of the windup is Jones. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. Way outside, 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. Colton Hood scheduled to hit next. Timeout called at the plate by Estes. And now timeout called by Whitefield, and there'll be a visit at the mound with a 2-2 count. I think the head coach wants to get the pitcher and catcher on the same page. Conversation continues between the 3 parties. Home plate umpire going to break up the conversation. As it gets about halfway, everyone returns to their respective positions. All right, Whitefield defense is reset. Ryan McClellan is reset. So is the home plate umpire. Here comes the 2-2 from Nate Jones. Outside, 3-2. Three balls, 2 strikes. Payoff pitch forthcoming from Jones. Popped up, in the infield. Who wants it? Peterson's calling for it. He's got it, 2 down.
Now batting for the Chargers, number 7, Colton Hood.
Colton Hood stands in for the 3rd time. He reached base in the 4th on a fielder's choice. He stole 3rd and was left stranded there. Now he's up with nobody on and 2 outs in the 6th. Here's the first pitch from Nate Jones. In there for a strike, 0-1. No balls and a strike. There's the wind and the delivery from Jones. Swing and a miss. Big swing from Hood. Came up empty, 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 down. Nate Jones looking for a 1-2-3, bottom half of the 6th. It's 1 strike away. Up and away, 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Base is empty. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, ball's in the dirt. Throw's got to go down to first base. It's made, and a 1-2-3 inning does Nate Jones get. We head to the 7th and final inning, at least in regulation. Game's all tied up, 2-2. Christian White ready to start his 7th inning of work. What a ball game by both starting pitchers. Christian White and Nate Jones. Just absolutely tremendous pitching by both clubs today. For the Pack in the 7th, it'll be Wesley Calloway leading us off. Ryan McClellan on deck.
Now to bat number 15, Callaway.
Wesley's up for the 3rd time. Struck out in the 1st, grounded out to short in the 4th. He's the leadoff man here in the 7th. Two-two game. Out of the windup is White. Here's the delivery. Inside, 1 ball. 1-0 pitch. Line drive to right and directly to Gordon in left field, 1 down.
Now batting number 19, McCollum.
McClellan stands in once again for the 3rd time. Harris White moving out on deck. McClellan takes the first one low, 1 ball. Outside, 2-0. In there on the outside corner, 2-1. High and away, 3-1. Ground ball to first. In between the hold. Nice stop by the second baseman, Roby, and a nice play to get over to first base by White. Tremendously executed play. Unfortunately for the Pack, that means 2 down and nobody on base in the 7th. The first baseman, Clark, went for it. Came up empty. Backing him up was Roby at second. And he made the throw over to White. Speaking of White, Harris White is up for the Pack. Harris has a 1-ball count. Swings and misses, 1-1. High and in, 2-1. Riley Cullen waiting on deck. White has a 2-1 count. Little blooper into center field, but caught by the second baseman, Roby, who's just been all over the place. We head to the bottom half of the 7th. The Pack have to hold them right there if we want to keep playing today. It's 2-2. All right, we're ready for the bottom half of the 7th inning. No wiggle room for the Pack right now. They cannot allow a run. ELCA looking for just one to walk off the Pack and send us back to Smyrna tomorrow. For ELCA, it'll be Michael Clark, Miles Gordon, and Hunter Basco scheduled to hit.
Now batting for the Chargers, number 22, Michael Clark.
Michael Clark up for the 3rd time. He was hit by a pitch in the 4th. Nate Jones begins the 7th inning. Throws a strike, 1 strike. Out of the windup is Jones. He delivers the 1-strike pitch. Low and away, 1-1. A ball and a strike to Michael Clark, leading off the bottom of the 7th. Here's the pitch. Line drive up the middle for a base hit. The potential winning run at first base. Brings up Miles Gordon. I imagine we'll get a pinch runner here. And we will. That's Brandon Hood running at first base. So the potential winning run at first base in Brandon Hood, pinch running. for Michael Clark. Miles Gordon at the plate. Callaway in on the grass at third, anticipating a possible bunt. Throw goes to first. Back in standing is Hood. Back again is Hood. Just in there this time. Brandon Hood at first. Miles Gordon at the plate. Still awaiting the first pitch to him. Another throw to first. He might have got him that time, and he did. Picked off at first base. That's the second time tonight that Nate Jones has picked off a base runner. This one in the form of the potential tying run. Base is clear and 1 out. Huge play. Gordon continues his at-bat. Well, actually hasn't started. Here's the first pitch to him. Fly ball into left center field. Nobody's going to get to that one, and it's going to one-hop the fence around second base. Goes the runner. He's headed to third. Here comes the relay to third. He is safe. Miles Gordon with a 1-out triple. And the potential winning run 90 feet away with 1 out.
Now batting number 1, Hunter Vasco.
So 1 out. Hunter Basco at the plate. No room for error. A wild pitch could end the game. McClellan's got to keep everything in front of him. Nate Jones needs to stay in the zone. Infield in. Outfield in. Here's the first pitch. Off the plate, 1 ball. No, a walk does not hurt. One ball, no strikes. Potential bunt. Here comes the runner from third, and he is going to be out, unassisted by the catcher. No one's at second base, but no advancement is attempted. And just like that, the Pack are right back in it. The bunt barely got out in front of the plate. Ryan McClellan grabbed it, tagged the runner, and just like that, there's a runner at first and 2 outs. Hunter Basco heads down to first on the fielder's choice. Lucas Roby up with 2 outs. Grounded to short. Tossed to second, and to extra innings we go. What a tremendous defensive inning for the Pack. A pickoff of a runner at first. And then tagging out a runner at the plate by McClellan. And the Pack have life going into the top of the 8th. We head to the 8th. Hitting first is Riley Cullen for the Pack. Pinch hitting for Parker Ladd. And Christian White is going to start his 8th inning of work. I cannot say enough about what both of these pitchers have done, and both defenses have made critical plays in critical moments. That's why we're here 2-2 in extra innings. First pitch to Riley, low and away, 1 ball. Two and 0. Two balls, no strikes to Riley Cullen, the leadoff man. High and in, 3-0. The wind and the delivery. There's a strike, 3-1. Just on the corner, 3-2. From 3-0 to 3-2. Nobody out in the 8th. Ground ball through the hole for a base hit by Riley Cullen. Brings up Cole Peterson with the leadoff man on first.
Now to bat number 10, Peterson.
Peterson due up next. Going to get a pinch runner at first base, Wyman Shaheen. Peterson having a conversation with the head coach down the third base line. All tied up as we're in extra innings, top of the 8th. Leadoff man on base. That's a base hit by Riley Cullen, which is represented by Shaheen down at first base. Peterson and Shaheen get their sign. Off first is the runner. There's the first pitch. High and in. Shaheen's going to head down to second base on the mishandled pitch. And the potential go-ahead run at second with nobody out. One ball, no strikes. Off a second is the runner. Here comes the 1-ball pitch. Cole shortened a bunt again, took it outside, 2-0. In on the grass is the third baseman, Basco. Here's the pitch. Another attempted bunt. This one gets down. The throw will go to first. And there's one down. Runner at third base. Perfectly executed sacrifice bunt, which brings up Taylor Craig with a runner at third and 1 out.
Now batting for the Wolfpack, number 24, Craig.
Infield comes in for ELCA. Craig with a chance to give the Pack their first lead of the game. First pitch is high and away, 1 ball. Nice job by Waters to hang on to that one. Almost popped out of the glove. Time called. Time was already out because the catcher was visiting the mound, but now the head coach for ELCA heads out to the pitcher's mound. A 1-ball count to Taylor Craig. And they're going to make a pitching change mid at bat. Tremendous outing by Christian White today. The new pitcher is Torrey Robinson. My apologies. Torrey Robinson's the new pitcher. We'll reset everything in the top of the 8th in just a moment. What a game by Christian White. 7 1/3 innings. The runner at third's his responsibility. Struck out 6, walked 2. Only gave up 3 hits. Infield in now for ELCA. At the plate's Taylor Craig. He takes the second pitch high, 2-0. Pitching change happened after the first pitch. 2 balls, no strikes. Wyman Shaheen standing at third base. He represents Riley Cullen, who had the base hit. Here's the 2-0. 3-0. Infield in all the way around. The ball's hit to them. They're coming home. Here's the 3-0. There's a strike, 3-1. 3 balls, 1 strike. Torrey Robinson to Taylor Craig. Robinson trying to keep that runner at third right where he is. Here's the 3-1. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Huge pitch in this game. Robinson looks in. He's got his sign. Here's the payoff. Ball 4. Down to first base is Taylor Craig. Taylor heads down to first. 1 down. Middle infield backs up, trying to turn 2. And here's Caleb LaValle, high and away. One ball, no strikes. Here's the pitch. Little didn't mean to first, and it's not fielded cleanly. A run's going to score, no out recorded. Clark struggled with it at first base. Couldn't get a handle on it. The Pack have their first lead of the game. And runners are at first and second with 1 out. Lefty on lefty matchup, Robinson versus Colin Walker. Here's the pitch. Ground ball through the hole for a base hit. Around third is Craig. The throw is going to come in, and Taylor retreats to third base. Bases loaded, 1 out. That gives Cooper Craig an opportunity with the bases loaded. Clean single for Colin Walker. Brings up Cooper Craig. He struck out twice. Facing the lefty now. Fouled back right towards us. Thankfully, there's a net in between us. The senior Craig at the plate. The sophomore Craig at third. 1 strike count to Coop. Here's the pitch. 1-1. The homestanding Chargers not a fan of that ball call. 1-1, bases loaded, 1 out. Here's the pitch. Outside, 2-1. Taylor Craig at third, Caleb LaValle at second, Colin Walker at first. 1 run already in the inning. Top of the 8th. Here's the 2-1. Swing and a miss, 2-2.
Hey, pick your shoulders up, let's go. Hey, we better than that.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out.
Now let's go get it.
Insurance all over the place. Here's the pitch. Ground ball through the hole. Estes makes a diving attempt. He can't get it. Around third is the runner. He's going to score. 2 runs are in. Throw to second base. They're going to get Conlon. No, sorry, that's not Conlon. That's Cooper Craig trying to take the extra base. That was Roby on the diving attempt. Estes gets the ball in, and they get an out at second base. So that leaves Conlon Walker at third base. 3 runs in for the Pack here in the 8th.
Now batting number 15, Callaway.
Wesley Callaway has a chance to add to it with 2 outs. First pitch is high, 1-0. Two and 0. After Callaway, Ryan McClellan will be hit next if Callaway can get on. Here's the 2-0 to Wesley. Swing and a miss, 2-1. Colin Walker at third. 3 runs in. Popped up just into right field. And Roby has it on the run. And that'll do it for the Pack in the top half of the 8th. 3 outs to put the Pack back in the win column. We'll get ready for the bottom of the 8th coming up. All right, here we go, getting ready for the bottom half of the 8th inning. We can close the line on Christian White. A tremendous game, 7 1/3 innings. Just 3 hits, 3 runs, only 1 earned, 2 walks, and 6 strikeouts for the ELCA starting pitcher. Nate Jones has gone toe-to-toe with him all day. So far, he's pitched 7 innings, 5 hits, 2 runs, 1 earned. Also 6 strikeouts, but he's going to pitch, at least begin, the bottom half of the 8th inning. And it's the top of the order for ELCA. Chase Jackson leading off for the Chargers. They need 3 to keep playing tonight. Nate Jones starting his 8th inning of work. Here's the pitch. Low and away, 1 ball. Here's the 1-0 to Jackson. Fly ball, center field. Conlon says he's got it. He does, 1 down. One down for Hunter Waters.
Batting for the Chargers, number 8, Hunter Waters.
The Whitefield dugout setting the defense. Now everybody's ready. Nate Jones winds and delivers. Outside, 1 ball. After Waters, Christian White would be scheduled to hit next, and he's on deck. Ground ball to second. Fielded by Ladd. Throw to first, 2 down. Pack need 1 more.
Now batting number 2, Christian White.
That brings up Christian White for the 4th time. Who was absolutely spectacular on the mound today. He's up now with 2 outs. Line drive down the line for a base hit. White's going to round second. Here comes the throw into second. He is safe. Ball gets away. Backed up by the first baseman. 2-out double keeps the game alive for Cam Estes.
Now to bat number 10, Cam Estes.
Should Estes reach, Colton Hood would hit next. And Hood is coming out on deck. Estes up for the 4th time. He reached on a fielder's choice in the 4th. He stole third base. Was left stranded. Here's the first pitch to him. A strike, 0-1. And if you can't tell, ELCA just won the lacrosse game behind us. Nate Jones has his sign. He set at the letters. Here comes the 0-1. Nope. Jones steps off. No balls and a strike. 2 outs in the 8th. 0-1 on the way. Ground ball to third. Charging is Wesley Calloway. Strong throw to first in time, and that's the ball game. After a tremendous pitching matchup between Nate Jones and Christian White, the Pack in extra innings take home the victory 5-2. The 3rd and final game of this series will be tomorrow at Whitefield Academy. We will see you then at 5 o'clock. Tremendous couple of ball games so far. I hope tomorrow's just as good. From Eagles Landing Christian Academy, this is Dave Tolliver. We'll see you tomorrow for more Whitefield Baseball on the Wolfpack Sports Network.